The next question is, the diagram shows the inner ear. Study the diagram and answer the following questions. So we can see the diagram of the inner ear and the parts labeled A, B and C and D have to be guessed. The part labeled A, as you can see, is 3 in number and they are right angles to each other in 3 different planes. Hence, they are the semicircular canals. The part labeled B and C basically show the utriculus and sacculus. As we know that the stem-like structure which originates from the bases of the semicircular canals and connects the cochlea is divided into an upper part and the lower part. The upper part, which is B, is utricle, whereas the lower part, which is C, is sacculus. The part labeled D is a spirally coiled structure and is the cochlea. Next option, which part of the ear is responsible for transmitting impulses to the brain? So the optic nerve is responsible for transmitting impulses to the brain. Next is, which of the labeled part shown in the diagram is responsible for maintaining static equilibrium? As we know that the sensory patches in the utricle and the saccule are responsible for maintaining static equilibrium. Hence, part B and part C will be responsible for maintaining static equilibrium. Next is, which part is responsible for maintaining dynamic equilibrium? The fluid in the semicircular canals is responsible for maintaining dynamic equilibrium. Hence, the answer over here will be part A, maintains the dynamic equilibrium. Next is, which is the organ of hearing? As we know that cochlea has got sensory cells that help in hearing. So, cochlea is basically the organ of hearing. And the last question is, name the audio receptor cells responsible to pick up vibrations. We know that there are sensory hairs in the cochlea which are called the organ of Cotai. So the organ of Cotai located in the cochlea, which has the sensory hairs, is responsible for picking up vibrations and sending them to the auditory nerve so that the brain perceives it.